Someone said the other day, I'm only listening to you guys because you are the only weight loss influencers that don't look like you're pale and saggy and sick. You're like, okay.
And don't have Ozempic face. That was a good compliment right there.
I know, but like, I was kind of like, wow, I never thought about that. But mostly because I'm not on social media at all, ever. Thank God for Penelope, because if it weren't for you, we would not be able to get our message out. We would be selfishly keeping all of our skills to ourselves, which would be a real bummer.
We noticed that 94.5% of you are not subscribed, and to the 5.5% that are, we love you.
So everyone who loses weight is excited about the weight loss, right? But many people don't realize that they're gonna have all this loose skin afterwards, which is a real bummer. Now, I grew up in an eating disordered household, as I've shared with you guys. My mom was in Overeaters Anonymous and Weight Watchers, and she yo-yo dieted her whole life. Her life ended, I should say, very young. Are obese, you're making a decision to end your life early. So,
That's true.
So it's it was a kind of Freudian slip, but at the end of the day, what I'm getting at is that a lot of her friends would come over and complain about their skin. Like, they were at their goal weight, but then they had all this extra skin on their stomach. They had all this extra skin on top of their knees that would hang over their kneecaps. And they also had a bunch of skin that would hang from the top of the arm over the elbow. And I remember as a little girl seeing that and just being like so interested, like, how did that happen? Because I had never known that person when she was 300 or 400 pounds. And so my mom had a bunch of Weight Watchers lecturers that used to come to the house, and growing up in this environment, it just made you really aware of what was going on with the reality of weight loss. And that's why we understand the complexity of the issue so deeply and intimately. So while you're losing weight, it's the best time to fix your potential loose skin. After you've lost the weight and you have the loose skin, it can be more challenging, but it doesn't mean that it's impossible.
Number one, I have seen the most incredible transformations with people who have loose skin or had loose skin already. They did strength training. They filled their muscles in, or they filled the skin in with lean muscle,
Yeah.
and they look amazing. They look incredible, and you can't tell they have loose skin.
Right.
Even if they did. And I've seen really insane transformations, hundreds of pounds of transformations with people filling their loose skin in with muscle, and I think that's brilliant.
It is brilliant. And so if you're on a weight loss journey, whether you're taking weight loss medication or not, you can absolutely be building muscle, and you should be building muscle. It is part of your longevity plan. It's part of your beautiful, tight skin plan. It's part of your energy plan. Your mitochondria love it. Your metabolism loves it. Like, everyone wins in this equation. That is, unless you're being crazy and overdoing it, which we've done. You could hurt yourself. Yeah. But that's absolutely a great idea, Penelope. But you do have to continue to lose the fat while you're building the muscle. Sometimes, like, we've had periods where we were just building the muscle, but we weren't losing enough fat. And then we were just bulking up, and it looked really odd. So just something to keep in mind.
100%.
Number 2 is that self-massage. It can be one of the most challenging things to do, especially when you don't have your dream body. But if I know women, and I know myself, like, when did we ever have our dream body? Did you ever meet anyone that says, I have my dream body? I mean, maybe Barbie, or
like a plastic LA doll, which we see a lot of.
Yeah, like, maybe there are some people who think they have a dream body, but I would say those are the minority. Most people aren't into, like, they think they could have a better body, including
It's true.
me.
And when I was 320 pounds, you would tell me to massage my stomach, and I would feel so, like, angry. I remember, like, angrily shoving my fat up with my hands and, like, just being frustrated, because to me, I look the same every day. Like, there wasn't a day I didn't look different, and I still have days where I feel like I look like 320-pound Penelope.
Until you touch your stomach now, and you're like, oh my gosh. It's
But
like,
even still, sometimes
Sure.
I see her.
yeah, I get that. And so self-massage, I can say that it's great for your skin, but I understand the edge that it takes for you to actually put your hand on your body and touch it and be like, have to accept the reality of that skin on your belly, the skin on your arms, the skin on your thighs, and the shape of your body based on the choices that you've made. And if you don't think that the shape of your body has anything to do with the choices you've made, I'm sorry, but you're wrong. And it's time to get educated about it. So self-massage is a very cheap and accessible way to help yourself. Now, you don't need a fancy oil. You can use coconut oil. I love coconut oil because you can cook with it. You can use it in the bathroom. It's so great for self-massage. I, even when I'm traveling, sometimes use olive oil when I run out of my whatever I brought with me. I'm not a huge fan of lotion, but I do love oil. Penelope and I have used the vitamin oil from Trader Joe's. That's a little bit pricier, but again, you don't need a fancy oil, but you do need to do the work. Like you actually have to spend time massaging your body and your skin.
And to add, you can buy things like coconut oil, olive oil. These oils you can also find at Aldi. You can find them at what's that grocery store?
Walmart.
Market? There's a grocery store market that's called a local market, grocery outlet.
Oh yeah, that's actually I think exclusive to the West Coast, maybe even California. They don't
But
have
still,
this everywhere. Yeah.
You know, you have options. Aldi is in a lot of places.
Yeah.
Especially on the East Coast.
You can get it really anywhere, honestly.
I'm saying those are cheaper places to source it from.
For sure. Agreed. The last and final point is if you really want to have great skin, you got to stop eating fake food and bad fats. You've got to stop eating ultra processed food. I can really tell somebody whose skin is not looking good and what they've been eating. It's not okay to expect that your skin is going to be great if you're not putting great food in your body. You want to be eating fats that are going to go to strengthen the connective tissue. You want to be eating fats that are going to go to nourish your hair, your skin, your nails, and your organs. And you really want to be making sure that you're not eating ultra processed food or fats. Things that aren't actually food, but they're processed, so denatured, so far away from their original form, it's going to cause harm. And I've seen Penelope's skin go from lots of stretch marks to barely any stretch marks. I've seen my own skin go from deep, dark stretch marks to barely any stretch
My
marks.
stretch marks are like clear now.
And all the women in my family have stretch marks. So it's not like, it's not in our family. Like some people's skin in their family is better than others. I just don't believe that.
I've seen the skin in our family. You're right. They all have stretch marks. They're purple still. But you and I have done a lot of work on our bodies too.
Yeah, it's not expensive. It does require some confrontation and some regularity and belief.
Consistency.
Yeah, it definitely does.
If you want help with consistency and accountability and diet and exercise, and you just want support, because the girls in our group, our accountability group right now, are killing it. Girl just lost 5 pounds last week. I lost 150 pounds. So if you want similar results naturally without drugs or weird diets,
Or to get off the drugs.
join us.
You won't believe it. We're giving you like the whole shebang, and it's really, really affordable. We're so excited to open this offering to you to get ahead of the holidays, to get ahead of the new year, and start the new year strong by getting your act in order at the end of this year. So please like, share, and subscribe if you like this content. We appreciate you. And I'd love it if you comment below on a way that you are either going to or you are gonna take care of your skin. I'd love to know. We help women to beat obesity with our Step It Up system in just 90 days. Click the link in the description to learn how to lose weight without drugs like Ozempic.